When it was officially unveiled that Konami and Kojima were going to be parting ways professionally, this had caused a lot of alarm amongst Metal Gear Solid fans, calling the question of the entire future of the Metal Gear Solid franchise, considering that that's essentially his baby. And he's been the mastermind behind it ever since Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1 going forward. And I mean, he's one of the most important people within gaming, a lot of people feel, from a game development standpoint. But additionally, on top of Metal Gear Solid, he's undertook the task of working on Silent Hills. So a continuation of the Silent Hill franchise, obviously, and many people out there got to try out the PT demo that came out, and that's being yanked off the PlayStation Store. Not by Sony or anything, Konami is going and taking it off the PlayStation Store, so it will no longer be made available. Whether or not the downloaded versions will still be able to be played is that will remain to be seen. But the fact that this is happening, and then Del Toro, during a recent panel that he had talked about that he was saddened by the fact that he's not going to get to work with Kojima, and it was very unfortunate. His words unfortunately got misconstrued, and it's been making it their rounds that, he was basically saying that it was unfortunate that the game isn't going to be happening at all. And that's not actually the case. The case is that he was just saddened by the fact he won't get to work with Kojima, who no longer is with the company anymore. So, but nobody had talked about what's the future of this game. I mean, you have Norman Reedus on board from Walking Dead and Boondock Saints fame, and then you have Del Toro, then you had Kojima. This was a star-studded cast as far as many people were concerned. And then you had the playable demo, which was just a teaser trailer, an interactive teaser trailer, nothing else, nothing more, but it was absolutely amazing. Just seeing all the creepy shit inside there, all the imagery, and it was a mindfuck. The type of stuff that they were going and attempting with this was phenomenal, and I loved the living hell out of it. And now we have to go and wonder, is this still happening? I mean, Kojima for them is their fucking go-to boy. They lost the creator of Castlevania. Now they've lost Kojima, and it just seems that some of the most prominent individuals who have made some of the biggest companies out there keep on leaving because they're disgruntled, and understandably so, considering that most of these companies end up kind of just treating them like ass. So, now we have Silent Hills, and we have to go and wonder, is it fucking shit-canned? And if it is, I gotta say one thing. Konami, you're fucking stupid as dog shit. And if anything, all this says to me is that without Kojima, you have no faith in the rest of your company at all. If that's the case. I mean, you've ran the fucking dude ragged, doing the same shit over and over again. And anytime that somebody wants to do something creative outside of that, you motherfuckers are just going and hammering them down. And there's always going to be creative differences between an artistic person and an entire fucking multi-million-dollar company. Okay, I get that shit. But we're talking about a game that you have actually built up big as fuck. I'm talking about outside of just the basic threshold of all the typical Silent Hill fans. Whenever you're getting somebody like Del Toro and Norman Reedus on board with some shit like this, you start getting all the attention of people outside of gaming, or just outside of the franchise interests in general, and start bringing them in. And if you go and shit can something like this, what the fuck does that say about you as a company? What, you have nobody else on board that can tackle something like this? You don't want to give somebody else that task? You want to go and just bury this? Is that it? It fucks my head up, and I get it. I get that you'd be worried about the vision going and being destroyed because it's not the same person behind the helm of it, but at the same fucking token, I'm pretty sure that you have some kind of fucking foundation already built up. You have to have some other fucking visionaries there. I'm pretty damn certain that you do. And I think about you as a company, and, with this, it just starts making me go and churn out more thoughts about how you're a big fuck up as a company. I mean, let's be honest here. Look at Konami in the 90s and look at Konami now. What do you know them best for? Metal Gear Solid. You know what a lot of people in the fucking 90s knew Konami for? A whole shit ton. A plethora of titles. Lots of variety, and it was amazing. Hell, Konami's one of the main reasons that I like beat 'em up so much as a fucking genre. Okay, so we got that When was the fucking last time that they tried some shit like that? What, fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reshelled? That fucking heaping pile? No thanks, that's alright. And that was how many fucking years ago that shit came out? And you've got all the Hudson Soft properties, yet when was the last time you did some shit with them? When was the last time we saw anything with Bomberman? Just kind of curious. What about Adventure Island? Oh, wait, you never fucking heard about that? Oh, that's not all that surprising. And then I don't even need to fucking go into all the things that Konami has that they don't even go near, for whatever reason it is. And then you're gonna be doing some stupid shit like this. Look, do the smart thing. Don't cancel Silent Hills, keep this shit going. You fucked up your relationship with two very important people within gaming that help make you who you are. And one of the franchises that you have, I mean, we don't got Team Silent anymore, and that fucking kills me. And that's who I'd like to see going and making the games again. For the love of fucking God, they've made Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, and I'm just like, holy shit. That's amazing, but now we've gone through so many shitty and absolutely just kind of meh Silent Hill games, and now we're starting to see something that looks like it's going to be the most fucking awesome stuff out there, and you might be shit-canning it because you fucked up your relationship with somebody else. I get that they're important with the development of all of this, but if I was a company, I'd be like, no, you forge on, you soldier on, you keep going forward, you get this shit done. You don't just let one person who's not with you anymore dictate your fucking release schedule and your development schedule. That's asinine. I mean, you motherfuckers are quick to go and say that you're bringing out more Metal Gear Solid games like nobody's fucking business without Kojima, so if you shit-can something like this just because of his exclusion, ho 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 ho, what the fuck does that say about you? If anything, the only thing that it says to me is that you know that Metal Gear Solid, just a namesake alone, sells, makes fucking money. So you'll put out that bullshit all fucking day. Put that bitch on a fucking conveyor belt and just bam, 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 bam. Keep fucking putting it out all day. But Silent Hills, oh, well, we don't really know about all that. Well, not sure if we want to go with something like that. And if it's not the case, okay, best case scenario is that you are still working on it and it's still coming out. You need to fucking let some people know. There is no fucking reason whatsoever that any division within Konami is going to be silent. Ha ha ha, play on words, so fucking punny, right? Punny, not funny. You're gonna be completely quiet when this kind of shit is being talked about. You have to realize that negative press like this is a good way to go and condemn a company. Sure, you can live off your one fucking franchise since you've become a one-trick pony, and before anybody says, oh, well, what about Castlevania? You mean the games that aren't nearly as good as all the fucking 2D versions? Yeah, sorry about all of that. Ah, man. Not saying that they're bad games, but they sure as fuck are not up to snuff with what they used to be. Oh, man. All those fucking truth bombs right there, right? Look, all I'm saying is, I want to see this game come out. Don't fuck up. As a matter of fact, I would love for so many of these companies that hold the keys to the kingdom, fucking Konami, Sega, Capcom, you are prime examples of companies that I love to death because of the things that you've made over the years, and just modern day versions of you are a complete and utter hollow fucking shallow shadow of your fucking former selves. I mean, none of you have nearly the same amount of substance as you used to, the same kind of work ethic. It blows my fucking mind to go and see it. That's not even a fucking transition. That shit is night and day, and that's it. Get your shit together and fucking be honest to everybody. Like, is it shit canned? Or is it still being made? You need to go and actually own up to this kind of stuff, because you got fans just saying this all day, every day. Because not a single fucking person out there who's waiting for this is going to be okay with it being canceled. That's all there is to it. Just because of one individual leaving, they don't believe that it needs to be fucking canceled. I can already fucking tell you that. They're not going to go and accept that. So, get your shit together. That's it. Rant over. Opinions, thoughts, feelings, it's the fucking comment box. Unless you don't give a shit about Silent Hill, I don't fucking know. Either way, Kojima's gone. Konami, you know, you need to quit fucking focusing on one individual and relying on them so fucking heavily, because now that they're not around anymore, what do? Fucking figureheads in the company have their heads so fucking far up their goddamn ass. Shit's amazing. Anyway, this is Alpha Omega Sin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on.